Okay. Alright, what's going on? About to do a little in-game mapping here in Path of Exiles. So this is my little hideout map device here. You can map in a town where you see other people running around and stuff at, but it's not near the stash. So if you want speed, that's basically all it really is trying to get into the next map, get your gear, get your experience, get out, load up the next one. Do it in my base, much faster. Sell stuff to her that I don't want. That's crap. And stash all the stuff I want to save, like all my currency. Maps might want to save for later. Alright, so I tried this before and I did a low tier map and it was like way too easy. So I'm gonna do 7. This is the highest tier I've completed, but I have died on these tiers. I don't believe I've done this one yet, but since I'm going to be focused on staying alive, I'm going to get a little rundown of what's going to go on here. So I fight with this two-handed sword, and this here is my detection. That's my basic attacks. A bunch of fire damage. I do a lot of fire damage. I actually have no fire damage because of the sword itself. Is unique, basically a legendary. So increases my chance to ignite, increases how much fire damage they take, and all that stuff. Counter strike against enemies. It's a really good weapon if I'm gonna go straight fire, which I am. So that I have it linked. So the skill gems work in this game. How basically you got the skills. Anybody, anywhere, no matter what class you are, you can use any skills you want. You just gotta meet the requirements. So for my Titanic Slam, it's a level 19 skill gem. So the level requirement to use the gem is level 68, and the strength is 151. I have it linked with multi-strike, so one attack. Press the button once for the slam. It's going to repeat it 2 more times. The 2 additional attacks will cost me free mana. Will not cost me any mana. That's important. Increase elemental damage. Got combustion support. That's going to give me more fire damage and more chance to ignite. Which once enemies are ignited, if their health is so low, they just instantly die. And it also decreases the enemy's fire resistance. And we have life leech. Since I attack so fast and I'm hitting a lot of enemies at once, I want to keep my life sustained through the attack as well. Over here I have conceded path in my whatever in my sword. I got elemental damage on it, not important because I don't really care about using damage. It's mostly for the occasional power charges I can get from it, which is going to increase my damage, but that only comes from critical hits, and fortify, which is going to decrease the damage I take and increase damage I do. So I know I don't do any physical damage, but because of how my one skill works, any physical damage I do gets scaled towards my fire. So we got that. Over here I still have another slot since I don't have it all linked. I would like to have a 6-link armor, and I don't want, like, let's see here, increase area effect. That's what I would throw here instead of the flame dash, but until I get a 6-link armor, got flame dash. And it actually works out. I'll just show you. Got my totems in there, and let's see here. We got haste, my war cries, and Herald of Ash, blood rage. Okay, so this is blood rage. Blood rage lasts for like 10 seconds. It's gonna give me increased attack speed, life leech. So it's gonna increase my life leech, and on kill I get a chance for a frenzy charge. Frenzy charges will increase my attack speed even more. Over here, that's the flame dash. I usually use that as a way to get out real fast, or maybe close the distance if there's no enemies, because this path, which is teleport, is my main engagement. So you'll see me use this. It'll teleport. It only teleports when you have an enemy to teleport to. So I'll teleport, build up my resistances. Then I'll start hitting the slam. Maybe turn on Blood Rage. I have my totems. That's ancestral totems. I have multi-totem support. So when I summon the totem, I'll summon 2. And my ancestral war chief. The protector will give me increased attack speed, and the war chief will give me increased damage when I'm standing near him. I usually only use those for harder fights, bosses, stuff like that. So they tank for me. They also have fortify, so they can take a little bit extra damage. Then I have the golem. This is going to do a little damage for me too, and he has health regeneration that he gives to me. And then war cry, which is a taunt, and it also gives me my max endurance charges, and my endurance charges, because of my ascendancy, gives me bonus damage and increased area of effect, which is important for my build. And we have Herald of Ash, which is going to increase my fire damage, and haste is going to increase my movement speed and attack speed, and that actually affects any allies within range of it. I see my mana bar went down because I have to keep those on reserve, which is why I'm glad I have life leech, and why when I hit my Tonic Slam I get those 2 free attacks and don't have to pay the mana cost for the 2 additional attacks. So I hit the button once, attack some enemies, leech the mana, leech some life, and usually have enough mana to keep up with the attacks. So like I said, it's a tier 7 map. I'm gonna blow through majority of the mobs. There might be some rare mobs in here that could give me a run for my money, depending on the modifiers. And the boss, of course, is gonna be somewhat challenging because I'm not where I would like to be at just yet. So first up, I'm summon the golem, have him out, nice little distraction, add a little damage, and of course have the health regeneration. Teleport in, get that bonus in defense. Get to my blood range. My blood range is pretty cool because it actually gives me life leech on top of what I already have. And as I get a kill, it refreshes the timer. So that's pretty good to have. Jumping from mob like this. It's just gonna constantly stay on. Now my golem isn't as tanky as it used to be because I just got a superior version of it. So I have to re-level it. He's probably gonna get his butt kicked here, but we'll just keep our health generation up. Anything outside of first skill, taking damage will naturally stack endurance charges, and the Titanic will actually, when I have max endurance charges, do increased damage. Take away some of the charges and get bonus damage. Having the charges themselves will increase damage, and of course, endurance charges definitely give me bonus damage. That was a nice one. Ooh. Rare. I need like a bunch more of those. I'll be in there. I better afford the gear I want off the trade market. So for the most part, these action RPG type games, you end up, this is a memory fragment. You can go in there, complete it, and that'd be like an in-game event. This is the energy you need to run the mines. You summon him, he collects it. I don't do the mines all that much, so I have 4. Yeah, but for the most part, you know, these types of games, you kind of like are meant to just trash the mobs. And that's what I'm doing right now. So that's good. But the beautiful things about all these types of games is that they always have like crazy ways to make the fights more difficult outside of just giving the enemies like a bunch of health and a buttload of extra damage and defenses. Some of the modifiers give them very unique abilities. I don't know the names or all of them. I don't know the name of all of them, but there's these monsters they call nemesis. Like, they won't even tell you what it is. Like, some of those guys are just attacking. You see it under that bar, show you exactly what mods they have. Or there's this one called Nemesis that they can get, and it doesn't show you anything. It's just a list of different Nemesis mods that they can have, and some of them are not that really good. Others are not ready for it. It would just be the end of the character. So I don't play on hardcore. I'm moving so much faster now that I picked up a shrine. This shrine just wall. Kill anything I can show up. Still over 50 monsters left. Okay, I don't know what this guy is. Psych. Okay, this is a breach. So this is another one of the random events that happen inside the maps, and it can be hard. So basically, you want to start it. And I'm a tank, and I'm saying start it and try to get up to the edge. So they're just gonna keep spawning as it expands outward. I'm not ready for it. That's why I'm good. Doesn't seem to be too many difficult ones. They're all over here. Alright, let's do this and die. Psych. Can't kill those. It's like a lightning magic attack. Alright, well, GG. I didn't get to kill the boss of that. Alright, so still 50 something monsters left, but we're not gonna worry about those. We're gonna go fight the boss. There's a bunch of rooms in here. Oh, those bombs. I don't know what that is. All kinds of debuffs. Tragic. Very tragic. Alright, it's 7 monsters left. I'm not gonna go out there and find them. And that's the map. Easy peasy. That one was easy because the boss was physical. I'm running Marauder with the Juggernaut Ascendancy. So this is the kill tree. This is my ascendancy. You gotta do like the ascendancy trials. You get, it's like 4 of them in total. You get 2 points per completion. And I'll probably get this unstoppable, no, not unstoppable, undeniable next for obvious reasons. But just to show you. So this is where I started at on the skill tree. Up and around, all the way up here. Some elemental damage up there, and I took. And all the way over here. All the way up here. It's a lot of skills, right? Yeah. Lots of skills. So every little circle like that is another starting point on the passive tree for another character. So as I said, every character can use every skill so long as you hit the requirements. So realistically, the only difference between the characters are their ascendancies, because I believe there is a choice of 3 different ascendancies, and where they start on the passive tree. Other than that, it's open game, and there are a lot. So let me go into town and show you some of these skill gems. All of them are not here. There's like, this is the highest level place you can go to buy skill gems. So majority of them will be here, but there are still some that you gotta just get to drop. You ain't gonna be able to buy them. Leaves a lot of room for trying things out, playing around. And I think that's like the general appeal of the game, man. So let's see, who sells the gems? Is it her? Yep. All these gems. All those are different skills. I know, that's, all of them are not even here. That's not even all of them. But this is like the end game, so like you can only be here if you've completed the main story. Let me see. There's a trade market, so you can buy different stuff from players. Let's see. And since there's no gold in the game, everything that you would buy from players, you're trading currency orbs. Like he wants 6 salted orbs for that. He is tripping. Maybe if it was like this one, this guy. See, look, he only wants 2 exalted pack, but it's all linked, and it's not corrupted, so you can change the slots. Man, that would be huge for me if I could get that. But this is kind of the armor I want to get. Armor rating isn't as high as I would have liked, but increased life, the elemental resistance. Man. Almost gonna be selling this thing cheap. Alright, that's pretty much the game in a nutshell, man. I say you got the memory nexus you can do for in game, and you got the mines. I'm not a big fan of the mines, to be honest with you, but it's a lot of fun just going through the maps, trying to get as much gear as you possibly can to try to level up. And then here, these are all the maps. Like I said, there's 16. Okay, this isn't it. 16 tiers All these I haven't even completed. Some of them I ran through once, but didn't do the like little special conditions. All these little circle ones are gonna have, um, what is it? The guardians that I gotta kill. The point is just go through these maps, find and Shaper and defeat them. So I've completed 34 out of 159. Long ways to go. Long ways. But some of this stuff is sweet, man. I'm telling you. I think I got one map.
Learn anything new, Exile?
Actually. Yeah, when you're mapping, it's not even just a map, because the map will have certain monsters in there. The maps come in different rarities and qualities, and different modifiers. So, let's say this map here, this is regular tier 6 map, nothing special about that one. But even though that's just a tier 6 map, nothing special about it, you can get exiles to attack you, which, depending on how difficult the tier the fight is, could be pretty crazy, especially if they end up bringing one of their bosses, or they have, and it's different fights. Like sometimes they just attack you, sometimes you come across them and they're like escorting like this little caravan or some stuff like that. Other times they can have like a little encampment that you gotta break into, and they'll teleport outside of it and they'll fight you and they'll be messing you up. And they'll have little turrets on the top of the encampment shooting at you wherever you stand still that long periods of time. But if you fight them and deal damage to them, they'll teleport inside the encampment, get their health back up, teleport back out just to fight you again. You gotta break down the wall, get in there, destroy the thing that's allowing them to teleport and heal so you can actually beat them. Then you got Abyss. It's like this little thing on the map. It shows a little red dot. You go up to it and like it'll run away from you, basically, opening up cracks in the ground. All these monsters start crawling out the cracks, and you kill the monsters, following the cracks of the ground where it's opening up at. And it'll open up in big holes, or a bunch of different monsters, even high level rares and stuff like that, will pop out for you to fight. And sometimes it'll drop like a little treasure chest with Abyss type loot. And then when you're really lucky, it'll open up a portal to go into like an Abyss type dungeon, and the boss inside of there. Like, I've only fought 2 of these, but each run was vastly different from the last. It wasn't even the same boss. Like the first guy, we had to go through all these little steps just to beat him, and then the other guy was just a straight up fight in the one room. Then you have what do you call those things? It's like a little purple hand, a little hand thing. I think I did one just now earlier. Those things, and man, it could be some strong freaking monsters that show up in that one. As you saw, I was about to freaking die. Like I was getting tagged for a second. And then on top of that, you know, you can get maps like this. It has different modifiers. Now this is not all that great. As you can see, it's blue, and it's just increasing the quality, rarity, and the pot monster size. But then you get some that are rare, like this. It's gonna have even higher quality, and even the monsters will have different modifiers to help them out. And then you get freaking maps like this. This one is going to be a very fun and very profitable map to run, but it's tier 9, and the monsters are going to be absolutely brutal. They're doing 153% increased damage. That's going to be insane. Then you got these right here. These sacrifices. They act like corrupted zones. Play through the story, you're gonna come up across every now and then corrupted zones. You go in there, you get gear that's corrupted. Corrupted gear you can't mod in any kind of way, you can't change anything about it. Like this gear here, none of it's corrupted. I can change the color of my jewels, my gem slots. So that slot, I can only put a red skill gem in there. If I want to change that item to change that, but if it's corrupted, I couldn't do that. The 47% increased armor That's a modifier I put on this piece of armor through my crafting bench. So you get to, mod your gears certain ways. Then you're always on the grind for the best gear. I can check this out. See, this only has like what, 4 things on it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 4 things on it. I added 2 of those. One was the one at the top, the increased unearthed damage. That's useless to me because that's a skill that I don't use. But I have to go through a dungeon. It's like a labyrinth with a crazy boss. You gotta fight 3 stages. This dude's insane, like insane. I have friends that couldn't beat the guy solo. They couldn't beat him. Like what? They had to like over level to beat the guy, like by a lot. And by what, the 3rd fight, because you fight them for your ascendancy. It's basically a ascendancy trial. And the 3rd one, like, I had to carry a couple of my buddies through it because they just couldn't freaking get it done. But we needed the points, so being the tank that I am, carried them through, tore it up. Now we all have to do the 4th one, and even the 4th one is so insane. The dude can one-shot me, and I'm a tank. Last time I tried it, the guy freaking literally one-shotted me. It was over in an instance. But you get these powerful mods. You put one on your helmet, your boots, and your gloves. So the boots is these are not the boots I had before. Oh no, it's a ring. Yeah, so I'm getting regeneration, life and mana regeneration for the boots. For the gauntlets, I'm getting the trigger degree of force on hit. It's like added damage on my basic attack. This is a free skill that's always attacking, that's always hitting so long as I'm attacking. Free bonus 4,000 damage. Boom. It's all kinds of crazy ways. You can't really mod uniques at all. You can increase the quality. You can change the slot color so long as it's not corrupted. I don't even know if you can corrupt the unique. But yeah. So there's always something to grind for. There's always something to work for. It's like these gauntlets here. I know these were a decent pair of gauntlets at the time. Mostly because of how many modifiers I got on it. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 modifiers plus the 2 I added. It's nice. I need something like that for all my gear. I have 6 modifiers. 6 to 8 modifiers. All with stuff that I can use. So, yeah, man, this game's pretty fun. If you like these type of hack and slash action RPG games, man, dude, it's worth a check out. Definitely download it, try it out if you're interested. Even if we decided to play with you while you're still at a lower level, the game actually caps us. Like, we'll be well, maybe not me, but we could actually die leveling up with you because the game is gonna nerf us, so we just can't power level you through. And if we actually turn that off, because you can, then you won't be getting any experience, but we'll be getting you through the story faster. So it's pretty crazy, and people can just join your party whenever they want. Should probably said that sooner. Yeah, dude, download the game, check it out. The build I'm running is off of a website called Path of Exiles. If you want, I'll give a link to check out this guy's builds. Fox was doing terrible till he started running one of these guys' builds. That was my suggestion. Everyone I know is running one of these guys' builds because this guy, he has really good builds. The problem with me is that I kind of like strayed from his build somewhat because I can't get the gear that he's recommending just yet. But even still, I'm having a blast of the game, mapping, taking on bosses, hunting down gear. Oh, you know what? Let's do a map real quick with Fox so you can see how crazy his damage is, his build is. Let's see. So he's running the Ranger. He has a ton of PPS and movement speed. I'm telling you, man, like, play other games like this, and like, let's say they have a summoning character, right? Man, the most summons I ever seen a summoning character in these type of games have is like, what, 6, 9 summons at most. There's a freaking trophy in this game to have 70, I believe, summons out at one time. 70 is pure insanity. Having that many summons out at one time.
Is gone.
Now's not the time, Fox. Now's not the time, Fox. Oh man, the pyramids, I forgot about that. Man, it's like one chick pops up on the maps randomly to send you to this like lost hidden temple, and it is insane. Like, the monsters are so, I don't want to go in there right now because we'll probably freaking die. That's how crazy it is. Any of these like special events or like added stuff that you can find inside of a map, they're all scale of pure running. And that's, man, that's, I'm telling you, that stuff is insane. But I'd have to show you that one. Right up in there, get smashed. Ah, fuck it, for video's sake, let's do it.
Time to go.
Back. Beat it, brother. But the thing is, the main part is kind of like, come on, lady. I don't just see loot. Oh, I actually have a loot filter on. There's way more loot than that. I only see, like, my loot filter doesn't allow me to see, like, the truly trash. So they're, like, really good loot. And that's still trash. That's what take those. Might as well run up in here.
Ah, let's go.
Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. Okay. I gotta explain that.
Time to go.
So, there's like some actual like story to the match and stuff like that. So, you fight so there's too many of these. What is going on? I don't know what that was. Holy shit. That asshole. Tier 3. I won't use. Can't believe it. Oh, that's me. Yep. Definitely. Go in there. I think Fox went in there. Yeah, he did. Okay. Okay. That's in there. Alright, here's the arena. Just boss out. Yeah, I know. Ow. Jesus, dude. Alright, it's still like 50 something. So I'm gonna go kill some of these. I need the experience. So I'm gonna go all up this way. Orb, hell shit. I got 2 rolls. Oh, and it's 6 players. I don't know if I said that yet. 6 freaking players, man. Oh, it's only 13 monsters. We're about to hunt down 13 monsters. Oh, yes, we're right here. Worth. Oh, you suck. That's it. What the hell was that? That's it. And remember, we're not even doing the hardest freaking tier. There's 16 tiers. 16 freaking tiers. The game, I was watching this thing about the game developers talking about the success that they've had with the game and the reasons why and their plans and whatnot. And at one point in the video, they were talking about, oh, I did pick that up, about how only like 7 or maybe it was 10% of the players ever actually make it through, like, the majority, all of the in-game content. Like, that's such a low percentage. Like, it's so enticing to try to make it there. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and this here for now. And yeah, man, just give the game a try. Give it a try. Plenty of builds, plenty of different play styles. A bunch of fun to be had.